What I have been saying for years, I say the same thing. You've been hearing me for years say the media loves to promote fear and lies, which is distractions. To those that want to know my little 2 cents, my thoughts on this Trump's assassination attempt. Brother Hall already texted us once this had happened. We had a little group message going. And I agree with everything Brother Hall, Steve, Brother Amos, Dan and Wade said. We all on one accord, of course. Um, it's a distraction. Let me tell you something. Like I told this brother across the street, if somebody want you dead, especially if you got a AR, come on now, you'll be dead. Like y'all said, brothers in the group text, you talk about JFK, broad daylight, or was it in the morning? Correct me on what time it happened. And it's always going to have to be an scapegoat. Let's just put that out there too. Just like they said, Lee Harvey Oswald did that with JFK. But to me, this whole thing is it's a setup. It's staged. It's a distraction, and I wouldn't be shocked if Donald Trump paid them to do that. See, things have to look like it's taking a turn of getting worse and worse. When you start talking about this Democratic and Republican stuff, man, like I keep telling y'all, man, they all are apart. You already know what. You already know who owns the news media. So think about it. It's another way to program you and distract you off of what's really going on. Remember back then when they raided Trump, everybody thought Trump was going down then and all this stuff. It's like they were celebrating, and all of a sudden, then nothing happened to Trump. Just like Trump just got through going to court. How many felonies? See, they they don't even hide what they do. You should wonder why is Trump not locked up in the first place. But they call it a assassination attempt. Come on, man. Televised. Television is telling your vision and programming you to see what they want you to see and believe what they want you to believe, hear what they want you to hear. It's been like that. When you start studying and understand, even when you go back to Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, the stuff never adds up. You're gonna hear more than one story about King's death. You're gonna hear. I talked about this years ago, and I told somebody this not too long ago, a couple of months ago, when I was talking about Dr. Martin Luther King. I said, really, I said this long time ago, when you really start looking at what was covered up, what was said, and how he truly actually died, and who's behind the scenes, you should see a lot of this stuff is just programmed, staged, as we say. And I love to just keep saying this, a distraction. If you notice one thing, history repeats itself, and I'll be done after this. You keep seeing distraction, distraction. Then they'll come with another big distraction to keep you off guard on what's getting ready to happen next. But I can't say what I want. But Dana Way just said it the other day. I'm gonna just put it to you like this, and Dana Way, I know you're gonna know what I'm saying. Something that fly in the air. What we see that's getting ready to happen next. That's why they gotta have a distraction. So they can put in play. It's already put in play. And then you're gonna see another such and such happen. Come on, y'all. Sister Amber just talked about this the other day. And Sister Amber, you so on point. So realize a distraction gonna always come first. as the history keep repeating itself. And y'all know what I'm talking about. And on that note, I love you and have a wonderful, blessed day. If they want him dead, if you can get an automatic or any type of rifle, let me just say a AR, man, if you know how to shoot, especially if you've been trained, and I know this stuff I can say a whole lot more about this, but if you've been trained how to really shoot, if you go to the gun range, if you know how to shoot, then when it comes time to shoot, and I'm not saying everybody's is like a sharpshooter, but my point is, if you really want to pop somebody off, you can, or you can get somebody else that knows how to. Let me tell you something. My boy that trained me, if he's a police officer. I won't reveal his name, but if my boy wanted to pop you off, he's a sharpshooter. He'll pop you off on one. You wouldn't even know what hit you. You wouldn't even see it coming. And I just say that all the time about people that's really trained to know how to shoot. Not saying that dude was trained or the ones that was there. I mean, but my point is, if somebody really wants you dead, you'll be dead if it's gonna happen that way. Like I said about so many things that have happened. So on that note, y'all, I love you and have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. Shalom.